on the Jaguars, towering wide receiver. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone. It's the Jags and the Texans next on Madden NFL 24.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount.
To the 25. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the second overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Holding. Offense. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason.
Still first down.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Devin Bush make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
We'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on 3rd down now. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Pierce will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Holding. Offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And this is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Stroud to throw it. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, this from 37. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 past the 20 to the 24. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars out 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 11 carries, 70 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. You look at the defense for these Texans. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Going forward, here's Etienne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Lawrence will throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 40 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. And they've got a new set of downs here. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The Jaguars at 500, sitting at 5-5. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 3-0 after one on EA's. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd.
Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Texans 3. York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
I'm not lying.
Give to Pierce now on the option. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Stroud off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
46-yard line.
Get it.
And Stroud now to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Brown only lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at just a minute.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Throwing now is Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Again, it's Pierce. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Check. Bronco switch. Hey, check that.
They'll
check
try
that.
and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Texans are once again back in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
But to throw again is Lawrence. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Lawrence. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Play action. It's Lawrence. This is caught. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ready? Check, Panther. No, alert, alert.
Final play of the half, Stroud. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. On second down, Etienne once more. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here we go.
On the carry, Bigsby. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
A run here with Bigsby. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Rip, 23.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jonathan Greener running in to pick up the sack. York able to send this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Stroud. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at about the 28.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Let's go now.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Bronco switch. Hey, check, Panther.
Play action. Stroud now. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't to be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, There's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First target, first catch at a first down.
And the Jaguar first down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become down.
Back now in Houston. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Again, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Stroud to throw it. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Stroud will look to throw once more. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now here's Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Ready, go.
Here's Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like a turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 98 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And Stroud now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got his man. That's Dell. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Stroud now on 4th down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
York able to send this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Stroud. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The throwing again is Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Throw out wide, going to be
incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here we go, here we go.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No,